What's up guys, Devin is here, and I wanted to make a video about how to embark on your very first fast. Now, I recently posted a video about a 5-day fast that I did, and I had a great response from you guys. Tons of comments about techniques that you guys use, fasts that you have done, reasons why you have done the fasts, and things such as that. I guess there's something about being a plant lover. We're all kind of seeking to utilize Mother Nature to heal our bodies, to stay strong, to stay fit, and to stay healthy. However, there were a couple of you guys that asked me, I want to do a fast, I don't know where to start. So I decided I would make a short video explaining some of the strategies that I utilize when I am doing my 36-hour fast. So for most of us, if you've never done a fast before, the best place to start is with like a 36-hour fast. So basically you can consider you eat on a Monday night and you go all of Tuesday without any food, you sleep through the night on Tuesday, and then you wake up on Wednesday morning, and that is when you finally break your fast. Now, I'm 33 years old. I think I did my first 36-hour fast when I was about 18, about 15 years ago. And during these last 15 years, I would say I probably do, maybe 20 to 25 36-hour fasts a year. So I've done it many times, and I have acquired a good knowledge of my own body during those 36 hours to understand how I'm going to feel by the first morning, by the end of the night, through the night, things such as that. And I wanted to relate some of my experiences with you so that you may have a good understanding of what you're in for on doing your fast. Now, it's estimated that during the course of a day, our bodies are using about 30% or more of our energy just on digestion. So imagine how much healing power your body can start to ignite when you allow it to rest from digestion and allow your cells to start to tackle some of the damaged cells that are within your body. You can start to encourage a lot of rejuvenation, a lot of revitalization inside your body. And that's why I'm such a strong believer in fasting. I think it's one of the best ways for long-term health benefits. I know personally it has helped keep me strong. It's helped keep my body healthy, helped keep my skin, my hair. All of the aspects of my body seem to really appreciate when I do these fasts. Now, to begin the fast, if this is your very first time ever fasting, maybe pick like Friday night as your last meal. And then you go all of Saturday without eating, and then you break your fast on Sunday. Now, I recommend doing that because if this is your very first fast ever, there is a chance that you will feel weak. You may feel a little bit headachy as you start to release some of those toxins in your body. That's what happens as your body is fasting. It starts, once your body has had a chance to utilize all those carbohydrates in your body, it starts to tackle the fat cells, and then it starts to essentially detoxify your body of things that shouldn't be there, that your body doesn't want to be there, and that can have some effects such as a headache, such as just feeling weak, generally speaking. So by picking a weekend, you can rest assured, okay, you're not going to be at work, you're not going to have to be super mentally active, you don't need to have a lot on your agenda while you're doing your first fast. Now, after you've done 10 of them, 20 of them, you can do it any time of the week that you want. I never plan mine out whenever I'm doing a 36-hour fast. I just decide to do it, and I do it, and I really don't have headaches. I don't have any sort of intense sensations like that because my body, once you start to do your very first fast, you really start to unlock some potential activity in your body that's kind of been dormant. So you do that fast for the first time, and then your body is acclimated to repairing and rejuvenating in a much more accessible way. So by doing fasting, your first time, and then successively, you're really unlocking a lot of your body's potential to heal itself that has probably been sitting dormant while your body is just constantly digesting and digesting and digesting. So on that last night of eating, I definitely recommend having a wholesome meal. Things such as beans and lentils, rice, vegetables, fruits, nuts. You know, I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for 15 years. Breads, good quality foods that are going to basically not going to make your blood sugar skyrocket and then crash the next morning if you were to eat out or eat a big pint of ice cream. Things like that are going to make your experience fasting much more challenging that first time around because your body is just going to be on this roller coaster. We're trying to have a nice even keel plane. Yeah, by 24 hours into it, you're going to start to feel definite hunger pains. Probably within 12 hours you'll start to feel hunger pains, but by eating a very wholesome meal before, those sensations will be minimized. So you want to do yourself the best favor possible. Now, on the first, so let's go back to the idea of fasting. You started on a Friday night. You have a nice wholesome meal on a Friday night. You wake up on Saturday morning. Definitely recommend 15 to 20 ounces of water first thing when you wake up. Research shows that is one of the best ways to wake your body up anyways. So start with that, and you can continue to drink 2 to 3 liters of water during the course of the day. You don't need to be chugging tons and tons of water, but absolutely 2 to 3 liters, depending on how big of a human you are, is going to be pretty essential. In terms of caffeine intake, try to keep it minimal. If you're used to having coffee in the morning and it's your first fast, have a cup of coffee. You don't need to be too rigid on yourself, especially when you're doing your very first fast. If you are too rigid, maybe you'll never do another fast ever again because you couldn't, you made all of these rules and you couldn't comply to them. For me, I definitely drink coffee every day. So when I'm doing a fast, I try to minimize my caffeine by drinking yerba mate and drinking less of it than I would typically have in caffeine intake. During the course of the day, if you are feeling exceptionally weak and tired, you can take some electrolytes, buy some organic electrolytes at your favorite grocery store that has good quality stuff. But for a 36-hour fast, that's really not necessary. There's really your body has enough inside of it that you're not going to be low on electrolytes after one day. Of course, assuming you're not doing tons of exercise on this day. I don't recommend you taking a fast and then also going to run 6 miles or doing a hard yoga class or taking a 3-hour walk. You can, on your first fast, you're getting to know your body and how it's reacting. So keep your activity to a minimal. Keep your sun exposure to a minimal, all right? Now, one of the things that I personally like to do while I'm doing my fast is I like to have things planned out for myself beforehand because it's Saturday at 4 o'clock and you don't have anything to do, you're bored and all you're doing is thinking about food. Well, maybe go see a movie, do something, meet up with a friend at their home, bring some herbal tea so that you don't feel awkward by not eating with them or something like that. Let them know that you're fasting. Try to occupy your time so that you're not just dwelling on food because there's a good chance your belly's going to be sending you signals to your brain saying, oh man, I could really go for a little cheese and tomato sandwich right now, So that's one of the strategies I definitely like to employ, having my agenda pretty full with activities that just keep me occupied, especially towards the latter half of the day. And along those lines, don't get into bed at maybe you're feeling tired and weak and you get into bed at 6 o'clock. Well, by 8 o'clock, you'll be so bored of Netflix or so bored of that movie you're watching or so bored of your book, you're gonna wanna go down, get some chocolate chips and start munching. So don't get into bed super early either. That's my personal recommendation. Get into bed. If you normally go to bed at 10:30, get into bed at 10. And then you can start to fall asleep more quickly without dwelling too much on eating food. So going to sleep on that first night of fasting may be the most challenging aspect. A lot of us don't know what it feels like to go to sleep on an empty stomach. You know, so going to sleep on an empty stomach is not easy. Your mind will be racing, your belly will be hungry. Just recognize that beforehand. Sometimes I'll find that if I lay on my stomach, that can help me to make it through the night. You know, you'll wake up at 2 a.m. with your belly just growling. Slide onto your stomach. That definitely has helped me in the past, so maybe it will help you. Now, when you wake up that Sunday morning, you're gonna wanna have a stack of pancakes and some, you know, whatever, yogurt or granola, things like that. Keep your first food intake pretty light. I'd recommend, you know, juices, fruit, things that are raw, easy for your body to digest and absorb. On a 36-hour fast, it's not so important how we reintroduce food, but it will help you from, you know, getting all like, you know, if you go straight to pancakes or whatever, you might get some pretty bloated feelings, and that's, you know, gonna leave you gassy for the rest of that day. So keep that breakfast pretty light, pretty minimal, and then by lunch you can, you know, have, you know, pretty much normal kind of things. So if you're considering doing a fast for the very first time, just give it a try. Plan it out, you know, make a date of it. Tell someone that is in your life that you're gonna do it so they can help you stick to it. You're gonna experience mental clarity like you've never felt before, that, you know, after you finish your fast on that Sunday, you're gonna feel clear. You have just given your body to reduce all of the inflammation inside. That's incredible. Your cells are now rejuvenating, restoring, they're healing themselves. And you've just told your body to unlock potential that has been dormant and sleeping for many years. So now you can go into fasts more regularly and encourage even more healing. I recommend, you know, doing these once every 6 to 8 weeks. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of strategizing, a little bit of motivation. And if you are having some illnesses or infirmities that are bothering you, you have the motivation as well. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video along the series of health-related topics. Please make sure to share any comments you may have about this video. If there's anything that I missed or that you've experienced that's a little bit different, please share so we can build this community together. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've been enjoying the content. Like this video, share it with someone else that might benefit from doing a fast, and this video can help encourage them to take that first step to do one themselves. Anyways, thank you for joining me here on Plant Vibrations with me, Devin Wallin. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.